Oh my God. Hey y'all. So I'm over here saging and I thought that this would be the perfect time since I got it smoking for me to come on here. And just while I'm saging, sometimes I like to go live while I'm saging. I don't know why though. That's weird. So apparently cousin it must have gotten flagged. That's what we just gonna call him cousin it from this point on. Um, First of all, why are you live crying? Like, first of all, what are you arguing about? You pretty much went live and said the same damn thing that you said earlier. And all of it was bullshit. All of it was bullshit. Here's what I want to know. Why do you keep going live crying about other people's money? You seem to think that you are some kind of real estate mogul or something, and you're not. Real estate moguls and successful people don't go live on YouTube and cry about other people's money. Is that what they do? I didn't know that that's what they did. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that that's not what they do. Why are you doing it? I'm going to tell you why. You need to get a job or something. For you to go live and cry over other people's money and you over there crunching numbers, y'all got property assessments pulled up. What do you think that that's going to do for you? It's not going to do anything for you. I don't get that. Like, what is the point? You're not selling a house. You're just gossiping about people and attacking people. You're not even being truthful and honest. We all know that a man that was sitting waiting for his mother to pass away, by the way, you were sitting there waiting for your mother to pass away. You did not care about the fact that your mother had passed away. When my mama passed away, I was hurt. Sadly, I didn't have a real man in my life to get me through that. Sadly, what I had was a broke, materialistic person. I still haven't figured this out. And quit saying that I'm roasting. I'm not roasting. I'm just telling the truth. What you do is roasting, which is mostly a lie. You know why what you're saying is a lie? Because it's not based upon human. What are you, a robot? You sitting over there crying. You could have had $200,000. Yeah, and I could have $200,000 now. I could have been making 200,000 per year had I not had a negligent landlord. Yeah, I didn't need to necessarily sell my mother's house. And trust me, that was the last thing on my mind when my mother passed away. What was on my mind was a normal human response, which was what? I want my mama. So, you can say whatever you want to say about me, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Okay. And so I think that when you have an opinion that is not based upon normal human qualities, who cares about what you're saying? You know what I'm saying? No one cares. You're still just crying over other people's money. Why would you go live why are you live? Like, you are just literally who you are, ain't you? You are literally just a black sector troll. That's all you are. And the crazy part about it is that you were upset because you wanted some of that money, as if I were gonna give it to you. That's so funny. You know, people like you who are lazy as fuck, why don't you get a damn job? You were live at four, like most people are driving home from work. I don't understand it. Are you disabled? I'm trying to figure out why is this man live before 5 p.m. You know, when normal men are at work. Normal men are at work and you live crying about somebody else's money, ain't you? Oh yeah, I definitely fumbled. Yeah, I did. I lost my mother. I lost my mother. She gone. She ain't never coming back. So I'm sorry if you don't understand that, Mister. I can't wait for my mama to die. I ain't never heard nobody doing that shit. I haven't. And it just is what it is. That doesn't make me not smart. That just makes me human, hon. So somebody like you wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand love, which is why you're sitting there with a big gaping hole in your heart chakra. Trying to fill it, and it'll never be fulfilled ever. It's just never gonna happen. Okay. So, you can sit up here and like my gosh, I ain't never seen anything like it before in my life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe perhaps it wasn't meant for me to get that money. Apparently, let it go. You so broke. Like, let me tell you something. If you hadn't have gotten that money from your mother's house, you probably would have been close to ready to commit suicide. Boy, you can't go. I swear, you cannot go out into this world and make it because and depending on how long you live, how long did you think 200,000 was gonna last you? Like you thought that was just gonna last forever, didn't you? You don't think about the future, do you? You don't. So you keep going on and on and on and on and on. And you keep saying you lost something, you lost something. Actually, I haven't lost anything. I don't know why you're sitting up here dwelling on something that's already gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what do you think? You're gonna get me to do that? You think you're gonna get me to do that? You think that you're gonna get me to sit and cry over something when I'm a go-getter? When I can go out there and get it? I mean, I know that you drink a lot, like you drink a lot, and you're very sick, and you have stomach problems, and you probably feel old as hell. You do. I don't feel old and half dead like you. You feel old and half dead, and you just want to go around and collect house money from people. Like, I don't know what the fuck your obsession is with this shit. Like, you need to go and find some kind of way of earning money instead of dwelling off of other people's money. And still at the end of the day, and then in order to make excuses for your behavior, you want to claim that nobody loved my mother in the first place, and that's not true. You're projecting. When my mother died, it was a lot of people were in a lot of pain. It was very painful for my family. And I think you're fucking disgusting. I think you're fucking disgusting for coming out to a bunch of goddamn bums in your chat room talking about the shit. Why don't you go and talk about your own money? You can't because there's none to fucking speak of. You sitting over there talking about my mother's accomplishments. Shouldn't you be talking about your own mother's accomplishments? That would make sense to me. You're talking about my mama when you should be talking about your mama. My mama is not your mama. I am the daughter of Sherry Lynn Briscoe. You almost like it's weird, bro. Like you're not my brother. My mother had one child and one child only, and that was me. My mother only gave birth one time. You are not my mother's son. Like you almost trying to make it seem like me and you brother and sister, and you were crazy. You were out of your mind. And see, the reason why you dwelling on money is because it's very difficult for you to manifest money. It is. I can manifest money whenever I want. You sitting over there crying because you want this big lump sum of money that you were never gonna get. That's really why you crying, because you knew I wasn't gonna give you none of that money, even if I did sell that house. But see, that's one of the reasons why I ended up not going back was because of your black ass. I should have just went ahead and moved back home. Is what I should have did. Okay, that's your fucking fault because and you're not gonna. I'm not gonna listen to that stupid ass shit. Oh, you was just stupid. Oh, you. No, this man needs to be reprimanded. He needs to be sanctioned for the fucking actions that he took. Shut up, Mike. You want to be able to do whatever you want to do, and you want it all to be on a woman, and that's your problem. And it does not work that way because I'm gonna goddamn fucking make sure that you are sanctioned for everything that you did. And then you turned out to be a complete liar and a scam artist and a fraudster. But Mike, $100, $100,000, hon. I'm perfectly fine with making that a little bit at a time during the year. Okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay. I'm not gonna sit around and cry. Ooh, dang. You probably still obsessing over shit that happened to you in high school. You just can't never move past shit. You can't. You can't never get over shit. You never get over. It's like you're a virus within yourself that you never get over. There was circumstances that led to all of that happening, and I'm not gonna sit up here and explain. But all I have to say is that goddamn it, my mama died. What the fuck? Hey, let me tell y'all something. Unless you had one of the worst mothers in the world, like Dee Dee Blanchard, that's gonna fuck you up. You know what? Just the whole spiritual thing. Just the whole spiritual thing. Just the feeling that you get. It's awful. It's awful. Okay? It is. It's terrible. And when my mother passed away, I didn't have any hatred for her or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Of course not. Of course not. But that sector sure did try for some reason. I don't know what the fuck y'all were trying to do. Okay? But all of my mother's money is protected from you, Mike. You wasn't gonna see a dime of it. You ain't gonna never see a dime of that money. You don't even know my mama. And you sit up here crying and going on and on and on. It's ridiculous. I'm doing it now, ADOS guy. Hey Sissy Pooh, how are you? You about to eat half of them cookies, ain't you? Yeah. Boy, eat a banana. You don't like bananas, do you?
There's not any bananas left. There's not any bananas left.
It isn't? Y'all ate them all? It should be some left. I ate a bunch of them. I guess not. Yeah, you're right. They're not. It isn't any bananas left. We need to hurry up and eat them avocados too.
Lena, why are you going in the trash bag?
Oh my God. Did she really just do that?
Oh God, you're about to be
sick. Has she been asking for food?
I guess.
Well, why you didn't feed the little one? Here, baby. Now you see how you done knocked over that trash, girl. What in the world? Hold on, y'all. I gotta feed my cat. That little butt done knock. I don't know what you tripping off of, child. Here. She literally knocked over the trash. Because I had put that can of cat food. I had put that can of cat food in here and she was smelling it. And I guess, yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Boy, you probably sitting around regretting your whole life You know how many ways it is to make money out there, and you just stuck. You stuck on people dying in your family and inheriting house money. I mean, damn, does everybody in your family have to die? Oh, trust me, I'm not worried about it. I lost my mama. I lost everything when I lost my mama. And I had to gain it back. I had to start from scratch. It was awful. It was awful. It ripped through me like a freight train. It was horrible. I don't care how old you are, if you go through that, it made me physically sick losing my mother. Okay? So that ain't the no. Oh my God. The last thing I was thinking about was some money, even though, yes, we all need money to survive. If I had a husband that was worth a damn, I can imagine that he would have taken care of all of that. Hey, we need to take care of your mother's house, but I wasn't. And of course, the system takes advantage of stuff like that. I still don't deserve to be braided. Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, yeah. And everything happens for a reason. I'd say that 2023 was one of the most phenomenal years of my life because I got so much spiritually, so like a wealth of spiritual information last year. Um, 2022 and 2021, awful. And on top of it, I had a god dang raccoon banging in my damn attic on top of it. Okay, with a hole in the roof, with a literal hole in the roof. It's not in the roof, it's kind of on the side, but you can even tell like it's yeah. So, and I wish that I would have moved back home then. I should have did it then. But am I gonna sit here and regret it and go, oh my God, no, I'm gonna pick up the pieces, I'm gonna pick up and keep it moving. What else can you do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've never been the type of person. First of all, okay, you lose somebody else's house. That was not my house. That was my mom's house, right? That was her house. Okay. So you sit around and do nothing for the rest of your life. What am I supposed to be depressed or sad because of it? Or am I supposed to run my business that I do make money at? That doesn't even make any sense. So I just if we disagree on that, if you think that I'm supposed to sit around for the rest of my life and go, oh man, dang, instead of going out there and making money, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think you're foolish. I really do. I think you're idiotic. And again, you're out in social media trying your damnedest to make me look bad in social media with a hopes of stopping me from making money. Because what you want me to do, you want me to just sit around the rest of my life just waiting on folk to die so I can get their house money? Like, what you need to be doing is you need to be thinking of a plan, because you done already fucked off all that money that you got from selling that house. You don't have no money to invest in shit. I mean, is this like your little way, Mike, of being a realtor, a real estate investor? That time is past. And you don't even have a passion really for real estate. You have a passion for being inherited property from dead family members is what. But otherwise you're not really interested in real estate. What are you interested in? Sitting online roasting people, which doesn't pay enough money. I mean, it's just not going to do it. What are you going to do? What do you think, that you're going to make high priestess money by coming online? No, you're not. You're going to make troll money, which is really no money at all. So you need to be figuring that out. And just because you 47, like you always say you're 47. First of all, I'm 46. I ain't turned 47 yet. Thank you very much. But I am 46 years old. Yeah. Yeah, like well, he trying to make it seem like that's old. I don't know why he I'm an old man. That's on you if you want to feel that way. That's why you laid up in the bed all the time, can barely get out of the damn bed all the damn time. And 46-year-olds or 47-year-olds are not sick like you are. You always sick all the goddamn time. You don't have no energy. You got low testosterone. You need to be worrying about you. You know? Plus, we all know that, remember when I told you I was moving back to Kansas City and you said, if you live, the first time I told you, you said, if you leave, I'm going to die. Remember when you told me that, Mike? Okay. So let's talk about it. Is that any way to repay somebody that prevented you from dying? Because you told me that if I go back home, you're going to die. Remember? You said you was going to physically die. Just die. Like, I don't know. Just drop dead. I don't know what the fuck. You remember when you told me that? I was like, oh, don't be so damn dramatic. I was like, you're not going to die. He was like, yes, I am. I'm dead if you leave. And I'm like, okay. So let's say that I would have went ahead and moved back, assumed my mother's mortgage, and went ahead and went back, which is what I should have did. But am I supposed to sit up here? No, we just got to roll with the punches. Maybe I was more concerned about my landlord. I was after all in a lease agreement that I was still paying rent at while they were leaving raccoons in the attic and holes in the house so that rats and stuff could get in. You can never go wrong for doing what's right. I could have said, up, let me up and leave. You know what I'm saying? I was, it's crazy how people try to make you suffer because you did something for the betterment of them. Like I thought I was being loyal to my landlord. Y'all remember when they had the eviction moratorium during COVID? Y'all remember that? Uh-huh. Remember that? I think it was what, for like over a year or 2 years. That whole time we had that eviction moratorium to where I could have just stacked my money and got the hell up out of here. I had a damn raccoon banging on my damn roof. I could have moved. I could have said, I ain't paying you nothing, and they wouldn't have been able to file eviction. You know what I did? I kept paying my rent consistently. No, I think it was in 2020 and 2021. Like, I think that was like a few years where they had banned evictions. I could have got out of it. I could have left and not paid nothing, but I didn't. Why? Because I'm a stable person. I'm loyal. And I liked this house for other reasons, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So hey Diane, how are you? Now that was 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Am I sitting around going, oh, I shouldn't, oh fuck man. Oh damn, they got me. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? No. No. And then you keep like, why do you have, Mike, why do you have this sick fantasy of sheriffs coming in? I'm gonna tell you why Mike has a sick fantasy of sheriffs coming to my house. Because he robbed somebody and he's still playing victim over when the sheriffs came and arrested him to take him to jail for robbing somebody in New York. Now, have I robbed anybody? No. I'm protected by federal law from that happening ultimately. So why do you keep bringing that up? It's like you got some. Well, I went through it, so you need to go through it. Yeah, but Mike, I didn't rob somebody at gunpoint. Like you literally, I don't know if you beat the lady up, you beat her up and you took her money, and I'm wondering who the lady was that you did that to, you know, based upon an illegal eviction. So you're not messing with me on that. Okay, you're not messing with me on that. There are things that make some evictions illegal, and that's one of them, especially when it's an ongoing problem. But you're not the judge or the jury, Mike. Like I am gonna take the landlord to state court so that it'll be heard. That's none of your business, Mike. That's none of YouTube's business or the black sector. It does need to be heard. Okay. Now, a home is considered uninhabitable when it poses an unsanitary risk or safety risk. So that would be the raccoons as well as the rats, and I have proof. Like, I think my landlord just decided I'm going to give you a case against me because I have proof that when I complained about these huge damn rats that came here, they're not in here no more since I got Lena. Um, but it was huge rats. It was like three or four of them, and they had came in because it's easy access to the house. Um, I have actual proof of the landlord telling me that he's not gonna fix it, and that is my responsibility, even though it's stemming from a maintenance request that never was completed. So okay, okay. And were you here when the servicemen came to my house? They sent this one guy out. This was in 2021. I have to look it up. And there was a couple of them that came. You know how them servicemen are, especially the white ones. Okay, I'm not saying nothing bad about black men, but these ones were very thorough. And they said, well, you need to cut these trees. And then there's a hole on the side of the fireplace. And then it's another hole that they're eating up at the top of the roof. And that's how, stuff is getting in. So they send somebody by to get whatever it was in the damn attic. We didn't know what it was. It could have been a possum. I don't think it was a possum. God only knows what's up there because they ate through. The landlord felt like, hey, I'm just going to send somebody over there to put a tinfoil patch. And they already ate through that shit. Oh yeah, Diane, absolutely. And unfortunately, Georgia allows a lot of that. So I'm gonna have to take it either to state court or the Supreme Court. But I think that they're gonna take care of a lot of that stuff in federal court is what better happen because I'm like, are you for real? Like, this is unreal. Somebody need to give me some money. Like, where's my money at? For real, I want my money back. Okay, and I can do that as a tenant. I can take back all my money uh from the time that because I was literally paying rent and it just it was crazy. But anyway, the guy went up there and he came right back down and he said, oh, that's a raccoon. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, ma'am, I'm sorry, but I am not a wildlife specialist. KC Mo is Mike. Okay, yeah, I can afford that. Can you afford it? Absolutely. Okay, goodbye. Okay, sorry, hon. Get out of my chat. Eh, you know, gone because you sitting over there broke as a joke, and that's why I'm not with you because you broke. Okay, anyway, um, and so a state court case, the filing fees are only like $100. In fact, it only costs about $200 to file a lawsuit against somebody in the state of Georgia. So yeah, just trying to interrupt what I'm talking about because he's nosy and honestly, I just wish that I never allowed Mike in my life in my house. because I think that he ain't nothing but like a gerbil that comes over to get information. Mike knew about the raccoon in the attic because I spoke about it publicly, and I spoke to him about it behind the scenes. So, you're using information that is public. So I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, I kind of lost track of where I was going with this, and that's okay because, so the bottom line is that that would deem a property uninhabitable. The guy came back, he said there's a raccoon up there. He was like, you need to call a wildlife specialist. And so I'll let your landlord know. And 5 months went by, 6 months went by, 7 months went by. No wildlife specialists, no trees being cut. Nothing was happening at all. Several months of a raccoon banging on the ceiling, as well as slip sliding up and down a slippery slope because I have a slope in the roof. Okay, in my bedroom, it has a curved ceiling in my bedroom, is what I had to go to sleep to and wake up to every night. Also, there was a family of them up there. There was babies. The raccoon gave birth. The raccoon literally occupied the unit with me while shitting and pissing all over upstairs. Now, luckily, and I think I did get sick because of that. But I think that anybody can adapt to a situation like that. And I do have a very strong immune system. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I do have a very strong immune system. Okay. And I know for a fact, well, I would have had to have gotten bitten, but you can even tell, like, you know, and it did not make the house stink though. They did not make the house stink. So that's a lie. Okay, I will say that. And I think it is because uh to me it just smells like my herbs and stuff. It doesn't, my house does not stink. So I don't, so that's a lie. Okay, I don't know why they want to go around saying that the house stinks, but I think that it doesn't. I mean, okay, so bacteria has a smell, right? But I think that it's still a safety problem because raccoons have been known to eat through insulation, cause fires by eating through wires. And then also they've been known to come through the ceiling. So that within itself, scared the fuck out of me. So I was living in fear for almost 2 years that these things were going to come through the roof. Finally, after another year or so, they finally sent somebody, and he explained to me what he did. He said, what I did was I put a trap so that the raccoon would go out, but then not be able to come in. Well, they found another way in. I don't know why they want in here. I don't understand why these wild animals want to get in here. I just don't get it. Maybe it's my fault for having a connection with nature. No, I'm joking. It's not my fault. uh you know Whatever they put up there, it did handle the raccoon problem. And I remember when he put it up there, and I think somebody needs to go up there and inspect. I can't do it, I don't have a ladder. But the raccoon came back and tried to come back in and couldn't. There were ADOS guy, yes, and that just got taken care of last year. Is when they came and cut down and trimmed the trees. So from 2020 up until for 3 years, the trees remained untrimmed. And I have all of this. I have proof and evidence of all of this: conversations, emails, text messages, and all of that. Okay. So, thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Love you, sissy. Um, so, that's just what that is. I guess if it's necessary, you know. I mean, they've already gotten cited for building code violations, and I don't know who these people think that they are, but they basically told the codes department that they were not going to fix it. Love you too, sissy. Told them that they were not going to fix it. And it's like, well, you violated a federal order because, and continuously did it, continue to do it. Like, I'm just like, okay, like what, you know, and so anyway, we've went over that story over and over again. Y'all know how I don't like talking about stuff over and over again. God dang. But you know, that's just it is what it is, okay? In the meantime, they fell short because like at the time when I told them, and there is proof and evidence of this as well, where I told them that this was affecting my mental health, all of this, he could have, yeah, but you know that he ain't really responsible, ADOS guy. But listen, all of this, after all of this, I do have it recorded and verified of me saying, hey, listen, this, you know, everything that's happening here is having and taking a toll on my mental health, on my physical health. Can you please provide reasonable accommodations and move me to another unit? They refuse to do it. And why? You know what I'm saying? Like that was really asinine. So it's kind of like, well, it's the, you know, it's like it's not my fault that y'all didn't trim the trees. It's not my fault that, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that that's definitely not the accommodations that I am used to. In Missouri, when I rented my places in Missouri, I think I've only had like maybe one bad landlord there, one. And I've rented several houses in KC And like the last landlord that I had was on point. I really loved them. Like they were really amazing people. Um, Something happened with them though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they were amazing people because like I said, you know, when they realized that and at the time, yes, I did get a housing voucher. I was on housing assistance. And so maybe that's why they quickly moved me to another place. But I think that that same um you know level of treatment should apply to regular renters. You know what I'm saying? So I feel scammed by my landlord. I felt scammed. I feel scammed by what they did. And I feel like they're trying to use the law and their money and attorneys and stuff like that against me. And it's totally disgusting to treat somebody that way. Not to mention the fact that I'm pretty sure that they do have liability insurance that they could quickly cut me a check. It'll get handled in court though, like I said. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's standards are different. You know, my standards of living is not living with a damn family of raccoons above my head. Some people may not mind that. I do. If I'm paying you, when I moved in here, my rent was 11.75. They raised it up to 13.75, I think, or 13.50. But then all of a sudden last year they raised it up to 18.30, and I said, I've got proof of that as well. All of this is being done by email. And so I'm basically telling them like, okay, I understand that 1800, or at first they wanted to raise it up to 1900. Oh no, 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 no. All of that stuff, get out of here. Eleanor Raymall, get out of here. Anything that I have in jars has a preservative. It's almost like pickled. A beef tongue is kept in vinegar and it's pickled. So so you might as well say they coming in because we got food. They coming in because you got bread. Like, okay, so get out of my chat room. Okay. So quit trying to make excuses. Okay, people, I mean, so anyway, I hate these trolls. They are such a distraction. So let me get back to what I was saying. I was on a roll there, and then here comes a person trying to distract and interrupt. The bottom line is that the landlord is wrong and he's at fault. created a situation that he could have prevented a long time ago. Because I have a airtight case against the landlord. I do. Really, to be honest with you, I could be real bitchy about it and take them to court and sue them for 1 million. So, you don't do that. And then try to, maybe it happened because you kept something in a jar. Oh, like normal people do? Normal people keep things in jars. Okay, y'all. I gotta go real quick. Okay, I gotta make a phone call, important phone call. So I gotta go. But that's just it. Mike, stop talking about other people's thing. You are the type of person, just like the landlord, that wants something for nothing. You just want something for nothing. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. They tried to. That's what I was talking about when they raised the rent. They were trying to raise it up to 2,000, and I told them, I said, "Well, this okay. I understand that that's market rate, but have you seen this house? Like when I moved into it, it wasn't updated or anything like that, and we still love the house. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, out of 1,800, like, So, that's what I was talking about whenever somebody came in here making excuses. That's what the courtrooms are for. And, I have the right to represent myself in court, even if I don't have an attorney. Courts are not supposed to treat people any differently. That is written into the law in the United States of America. You are never supposed to be treated any differently just because you are representing yourself. As long as all the facts and the evidence are presented, and you have a case, and there is a violation of civil or criminal law, then I have every right to represent myself. Otherwise, a courtroom would be guilty of nepotism. So, we can play all these games all we want and try to do a witch hunt and all of that crap, but it ain't gonna happen. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact that my God and my spirits are gonna protect me at all costs. And I have faith in that. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta make a phone call. Very important. I'll talk to y'all later. Blessings. Bye bye.